The Apple Watch Series 3 is the oldest watch that you can buy brand new for roughly 259 Canadian dollars or $200 in the United States. But with so many variations and a new Series 7 rumored to be released in the near future with a whole new look, new features, and possibly better battery, is it still worth buying the Series 3 in 2021? Well, in today's video, I will be reviewing it and letting you know. Let's get into it. The Series 3 will come in 2 colors and 2 sizes as well, either space gray or white, and either 38mm or 42mm face in an aluminum case. As for me, I have the 38mm in space gray, and I also have a screen protector over it just to protect the face. And for the 6 months I've been wearing it, I was always on the go, whether it's going out with my friends when we're not in lockdown, either going to the gym, going to work, working out at home, and there hasn't been any big scratches, nothing broke. There are a few scuffs here and there, but if you were just to look at my watch, you probably won't even notice it unless you're staring at it for a long period of time. But overall, the watch has held up really well and pretty durable. The Apple Watch Series 3 can offer a lot of convenience to your life since it's an extension of your phone, and it really offers just the basics and the necessities your phone has to offer. For example, I can check the weather, check the time, reply and receive text messages or calls, and this can be really great if you're always in a rush or never have your phone on you like myself. So in the morning when I'm getting ready for work, I'm always rushing to get out the door, and I never have my phone on me. And so because I have like everything I need on my Apple Watch, I can really get ready efficiently. Plus, if you cannot find your phone, there is an option to click a ringer app and your phone will make a loud sound. So I do want to note that if you live in a house where you really need to be quiet or everyone's like a light sleeper, it is a rather loud sound. So I'll give you a sound test right now because I have my phone here on my lap. So that is the sound it will make, and again, it depends on your surroundings whether you want to use that or not, but for me, rushing out the door, it's always so helpful and convenient. Now, going off on how you don't always have to have your phone on you at all times, because the Series 3 will have all your basic necessities. If you really need to get work done, whether for school or just work done in general, it will really help you stay focused and productive. So for me, what I love to do is just put my phone out of sight. That way it's just out of my mind and I'm not easily distracted or tempted to grab it and go on social media. And I made a whole video on how I use my Apple Watch Series 3 to be insanely productive. If you want to check it out, the link will be in the description. And I go into full detail about that, but nonetheless, if someone needs to get a hold of you, whether it's text messages or calls, you can definitely reply to them on your watch. Also, it will give you notifications for email. So again, if you have a laptop near you, you can always go on your email to fully reply. That way you don't feel tempted to get distracted to go on social media or go on YouTube or just browse the internet, whatever it is. Because for me, my main source of distraction is definitely my phone. Even if no one's messaging me, just because it's in my sight, I will instantly grab it and go on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. One of the biggest selling points to Apple Watches is the health and fitness aspect to it. So in the watch, there's a lot of workouts to choose from. There's heart rate tracking system. There's also a GPS. That way you can get the most data out of your workouts. If you're into that kind of stuff, because I certainly am, due to the lockdown, I can't really go to the gym as I used to. And even when I do go, it's really limited. There's not that many people that go in. And sometimes working out at home is a better option, but it is certainly not easy at all because I don't really have much equipment or much motivation around my space. So with the Apple Watch Series 3, it's helped me really stay motivated and continue to work out at home because I like to know how many calories I've burned, how long I worked for, and because there's GPS, if I'm going on a run, it will let me know how long I've ran for. For example, back in the summer, I used to run for at least once a week for roughly 30 to 40 minutes, and because of the GPS, I knew I was running for about 5 miles. So every week, I was excited to know if I can reach my average or beat it. So it's just little many things to compete with myself. Now, I'm not really the type to close all of my rings, but I know there are people out there who stay motivated to work out to just close their rings, and when your rings do close, it makes like a cute little sound. But nonetheless, that's another indicator of how you can stay motivated to work out. So that was a lot of the good stuff that the Apple Watch Series 3 has to offer. Now let's talk about stuff that's not so great and might make you think twice before purchasing one. First up is battery. For this watch, it takes up to 2 hours to be fully charged, and on a full charge, it will last you about a day and a half, possibly less. When I first realized this, I was honestly surprised because I I thought it was gonna last me at least 3 to 5 days since I'm not really using it as much as I do for my phone. My phone will last me an entire day with video content, scrolling on social media, watching YouTube videos. Because I'm not using my Apple Watch that much, I thought it would have lasted longer. I really use it just to receive notifications, reply to text messages or calls, work out, and I don't even work out every day. I work out like 2 to 3 times a week and then possibly ask Siri some questions. So to my surprise, it really does just last you a day and a half. Next up is Siri. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So the setting I have it on is if I raise my hand and say, "Hey Siri," that will activate it. So I'll just test it for you right now and just show you how Siri works with the Apple Watch. Hey Siri, is Now Tea open today?
Sorry, I don't have an answer.
Hey Siri, what is the nearest bubble tea stores around here? So let's say I want to choose one of these. It will also tell me the stars, how long it is, and the phone number as well. So honestly, when Siri works, it works very well, but sometimes when I'm in a rush, it doesn't work as well. Now, one of the other downfalls is the screen. So with the Series 3, the screen will not stretch out to the edges like some of the newer models will. For me, it's perfectly fine. I don't have the worst eyesight, but for some of you guys who really want a nice big screen, that way it's more visually appealing and easier for your eyes, then you can also consider some of the newer models because I know they do stretch out to the edges. But with any of the Apple Watches, I personally think it's more of a luxury versus a necessity. You really don't need this in your life and you don't have to get one if you don't have the money for it. So for me, I was gifted this Apple Watch Series 3 by my boyfriend for my birthday and I'm really grateful and thankful he gifted it to me. But if you were to ask me if I would spend my own money on an Apple Watch, I would say no, because I'm not in a position where I can just spend a couple $100s on a watch when it's really not a necessity. It's again a luxury. But because I was gifted it, it has made my life a lot more easier, convenient, and just much more productive. So overall, it has benefited my life. Now, if you have the money for an Apple Watch and you're wondering if Series 3 is worth a buy, I personally think that it is. If everything in this video really aligned with you and this is what you want, then I think the Series 3 is definitely worth it and you save money since the other Apple Watches can be a lot more expensive. However, after watching this video and you're left wanting more out of a watch, then definitely consider getting a 4 SE or maybe a 6, but also do your research. So yes, I do think it's still worth buying in 2021. Only if you have the budget for it and you're happy with everything that comes in the Series 3 that I mentioned in this video. However, that is my review, and if it helped you out, definitely slap that like button. I would totally appreciate it. But anyways, that is for me, and I'll see you in the next one.